Ferocious wildfires are ripping through suburbs around Los Angeles, killing at least 2 people and forcing tens of thousands to flee. The city's fire chief said the conditions are unprecedented, unpredictable, and that there was no possibility of bringing them under control until the strong winds subside. 1,000 buildings were destroyed in one area alone, the wealthy Pacific Palisades neighbourhood, which is home to many Hollywood stars. The first fire around the Palisades between Santa Monica and Malibu started last night, driven by fierce winds. A state of emergency was declared after the blaze first took hold. It spread with terrifying speed, fanned by those hurricane-force winds and tinder-dry conditions. Within a matter of hours, the region ablaze had doubled in size. Well, our North America correspondent Emma Vardy is in the Pacific Palisades area for us now. Emma.
Los Angeles has never really seen anything like this before, with fires burning in all directions, and emergency services have become overwhelmed as homes and businesses are being destroyed. For those people who haven't yet evacuated, they're being urged to conserve water as fire crews are battling hard but haven't managed to contain these fires yet.
As dawn broke, LA awoke to an apocalyptic sight. Smoke blocking out the skies over Santa Monica Beach after a terrifying 24 hours. The fire grew at an extraordinary speed, flames raging out of control as hurricane-force winds battered the coast.
And the fire continues to grow with 0% containment. We have over 500 personnel assigned, and unfortunately, we have 2 reported fatalities to civilians. LA County and all 29 fire departments in our county are not prepared for this type of widespread disaster. There are not enough firefighters in LA County.
Along this coastal road, we've been seeing the fire's destruction. There's power lines down, patches still smouldering, and the air is so thick with smoke that we can barely see more than a few meters in front of us.
This was the moment 2 residents found their house engulfed by flames.
Just be okay. You're gonna be okay, all right? You're gonna be okay.
LA's governor watched as the fire spread across thousands of acres in hours. Thousands made homeless, a state of emergency called and a situation out of control. Some abandoning their cars to the mercy of the flames. Others made attempts to stay and save their homes. Fire crews struggled against a terrifying inferno, causing utter destruction. As flights continued to land into LA's main airport, passengers witnessed the frightening scenes below.
Oh my God.
Emergency services have been stretched to their limit, battling the unpredictable fires on multiple fronts. At least 1,000 buildings have been destroyed as the situation took many people by surprise.
My sister called and she's like, "Are you okay?" And at that moment, a helicopter flew over my house and just dropped water. And I was like, "Oh, it's raining." She's like, "Oh no, it's not raining. Your neighborhood is on fire. You need to get out."
In one of the worst hit areas, a reporter described the carnage.
We're here in the heart of the Pacific Palisades, in a neighborhood that is a total loss. You've got a home here, I'm gonna flip over here, another home lost. When we go over this way, homes down this street gone.
As the second fire broke out, elderly residents of a care home huddled in a car park.
A lot of these people are terrified, and they don't have a blanket, they don't have a wrap, they have nothing.
In some of LA's most exclusive neighbourhoods, Hollywood stars left their homes to the flames. None of the fires have yet been brought under control. Some returned to their neighbourhoods, now turned to ash.
I'm okay. I'll be okay. I'm tough, and we'll start over. Even though I'm 91 years old, I'll start over again.
This afternoon, President Biden visited teams on the ground to get an update.
We're prepared to do anything and everything as long as it takes to contain these fires and to help reconstruct and make sure that we get back to normal. It's going to be a hell of a long way.
Many people are still unsure where to go in this fast-changing situation.
Look at this.
beyond comprehension.
A dark day for Los Angeles, the Californian dream becoming a nightmare. Emma Vardy, BBC News, Los Angeles.
Well, Tanner Charles is a filmmaker and was in Los Angeles to document the fires. He was trying to help save someone's house when he and his companion had to save themselves.
Oh. All right, dude. Yeah, let's get out of here. We tried, bro.
We just, did everything that we could do to prepare that house to make sure it was as fireproof as possible, but it proved to be too much, and we had to get out of there.
I'm sorry, bro.
And we just ran out of there and drove away as fast as we could.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Holy shit. That tree.
We just saw on the news and everything is destroyed. It's crazy.
Gotta get out of here.
Well, let's go back to Emma Vardy now. And Emma, this area is no stranger to wildfires, but nothing could have prepared them for this.
That's right, wildfires are common at this time of year, but what makes this so different is that there are so many fires burning at once, and they're burning so close to residential areas. Now, emergency crews on the ground have admitted they just don't have enough people to deal with this developing situation, and some of those fires are still growing in size. Now, down here underneath Pacific Palisades, the hillsides are still burning behind us, and every time the winds blow, there's a gust of wind, we're just seeing flames up on the hillside there burst back into life. A reminder of how unpredictable this fire is and how much the winds have been driving it and making life so difficult. But those winds are predicted now to decrease, which may help the emergency services at last start to get a handle on this. Now, we have also been hearing about some serious injuries to residents who did not evacuate their homes, choosing to stay behind for various reasons to try and protect their homes, or simply leaving it too late. So emergency services are continuing to warn people to take evacuation orders very seriously, because this is a day like Los Angeles has not seen before, and it's not even close to being over yet.
Emma Vardy reporting from Los Angeles. Thank you very much. Well, as you've been hearing, Los Angeles has been hit by devastating wildfires before, but weather experts say that it's being hit by the most destructive windstorm in decades, with winds of between 80 and 100 miles an hour. So how much of a role has climate change played in this extreme weather? Here's our climate editor, Justin Rowlatt.
Still images show the fury and the horror of the fires engulfing parts of California. Wildfires are a year-round threat in the state, but this year it experienced its hottest summer on record. We know climate change is making the kind of hot, dry weather California has experienced in recent months more likely. And scientists say that is increasing the number of what are known as fire weather days. Now, this graph shows the increase in the area burnt by fires in the US since 1983. As you can see, it appears to have been growing steadily over the years. And there's another factor this year. The winter rains that normally reduce the fire risk in California didn't come. In fact, downtown Los Angeles has only received 0.16 inches of rain since October. That is more than 4 inches below average. The California Governor, Gavin Newsom, believes the pattern of wildfires is changing.
We were here not too long ago, the Franklin fire. A few weeks prior to that, the Mountain fire. November, December, now January. There's no fire season, it's fire year, it's year round.
And look how the wind has been blowing the fires. These Santa Ana, or devil winds as they're sometimes called, are a normal part of California weather, caused by cool, dry air blowing from the interior of the state to the coast. Climate change doesn't appear to have altered the pattern of the Santa Ana winds, but as our world warms, the dangerous combination of strong winds with very dry vegetation is becoming more likely. And just look at the scenes on the other side of the country. The East Coast and parts of central US are experiencing icy cold weather and snowstorms that have killed 5 people and left 60 million under extreme weather warnings. The contrast could hardly be more stark. Justin Rowlatt, BBC News.